JB here. We're really excited to meet with Mark Dillon with unseenart.org, right? And basically, why don't you tell us what Unseen Art does?
So the idea is to help blind and visually impaired people by crowdsourcing art. So people will donate their time in order to make 3D models of classical art so that blind people can experience it for the first time. So today we launched a crowdfunding campaign on Indiegogo. It's called Unseen Art. And the idea is to take all of the money from that and use it to make a platform where the files that are made are freely available. Anywhere in the world you can go and 3D print a Mona Lisa or another piece of art and put it in the hands of a blind person, and they can experience the art for the first time. We had a young lady that was born in Finland. Her name is Ulrika. She was born blind. She'd heard of Mona Lisa her whole life. The first time she ever experienced it was by touching one of these. So we decided to do a crowdsourcing and crowdfunding campaign. So crowdsourcing people to create the art. This one was done by a game developer. She did a fantastic job. And what we do with that then is we take those files, we make them freely available, but they can go anywhere from an exhibition, or on the crowdfunding campaign for $30, you can buy the face of Mona Lisa and you can put it in someone's hand, you can enjoy it for yourself. So we've had people for the last 2 days here at Slush that are really excited. They come in, have you ever touched Mona Lisa before? And they say no, and then they come in and they get to experience it. And even for people that can see right in front of you, it's really something fantastic. But there might even be things like you go into a dark room and you get to experience art the way that blind people do. But I was really looking for a community in need that we could do something for in order to help make the world a better place, help make their lives better. So looking at blind and visually impaired people, their ability to experience art was, it's a really fulfilling thing. So we've been talking to organizations all over the world. We've been doing social media and, raising the awareness that, hey, if art's ever touched you, then let somebody else experience art for the first time.
And how have you planned to kind of break out of this? You have your Kickstarter or Indiegogo campaign, right? And that's starting today. How do you intend to use all this new funding to take things further?
So the idea is that all the money that is raised here is going to use to create a platform that makes it freely available so that people have a place that is really for blind and visually impaired people to go get those files. And you can download the file for free. You take it to any place in the world there's a 3D printer. More than half of the people in the world that are blind are in developing countries. But 3D printing is becoming ubiquitous. It's everywhere. So you can go to a library or university, download the file for free, and print a great piece of art, put it on the wall, put it in someone's hands.
That's really amazing. It's great that you're able to take something that's so flat, and I guess it's up to the artist's interpretation of how they bring that image to life. Is that correct?
It's really important. There's a couple of differentiators here. One, the validation that we did said, make some focal point, like everybody knows Mona Lisa's smile or the face or things like that. So, simplify some things, bring some things out so that people have an opportunity to get an impression. And, when Ulrika touched this for the first time, she's like, okay, it's another face. It does have a curious expression, but this is what people have been talking about for 500 years, and her whole life she didn't get to experience that.
That's really amazing. I could even see this not just with 2D art, but you could even take 3D art, sculptures and things from Rome and so forth, and scan those in and actually make replicas that blind can touch, rather than, they can't touch these other items that could be damaged. So it's really amazing.
A lot of people want to touch things like sculptures in museums, but if they do, they're not going to last very long. So you might even have the real sculpture behind the velvet ropes and then 3D print one that everybody can walk up to and touch and really get to know personally.
I see a lot of applications for this. All right, well, thank you, Mark. It's really great to see where you're going with this, and I hope to see some really good success. You're talking about a Kickstarter or Indiegogo campaign, and you're also doing some crowdfunding today at Slush. Is that right?
That's right. So we start the crowdfunding campaign this morning, but we're doing the launch on the stage at 4:30 today. So really, really excited.